Stadium. We've got a top 25 matchup on hand. Two of the premier teams in the land looking to make a statement that will resonate. It's the USC Trojans and the Washington Huskies. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Holly Rowe is down on the sideline.
The most beautiful views from the water on Lake Washington. Husky Stadium is something special. You can see the lake, the mountains. You can see it all from kickoff. This is one of the most glorious views in all of college sports. Back to you.
Appreciate that, Holly. The Trojans kicker headed to the football. The crowd eager, and off we go. The start of a new season. Coming out with it, it's Clark. He gets it out to the 32 and sets him up with a little better field position. They'll start on the ground with Washington. Good pickup on the ground, and they'll mark him down at the 39.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. Throwing, Williams. Release to the back. And the pass is broken up, incomplete, but there is a penalty flag on the field, and they may be throwing it in reverse. They've got a little more work to do after that holding call. It's 2nd and long. They'll give it to Washington. Just working and poking and prodding and finding his way up to the 36.
I think the toss does a really good job of getting the football on the edge quickly. You know, you toss it out there to the running back, you better block the defensive end. That's priority number one. Good job blocking the defensive end, getting a nice positive game on the toss play.
3rd and 6, and they'll need a big play here on this opening drive. Williams throws to the wideout. Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. Not the way you want to start your first drive, and the defense forces a turnover.
Not the start this kid was looking for. Very first pass of the day gets picked off. This is a defense that's got a lot of ball hawks on the back end, and he's got to be real careful with his eyes, not telegraph throws like he did right there. He's going to have to settle in.
This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. Running inside, it's Miller. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. Let's talk for just a second here about USC. You start the season top 25. Clearly expectations are flying your way, but with that might come some roadblocks.
Well, I think you got to take every week and every opponent one at a time. The number beside your name doesn't matter right now. The number matters late in the season. So you want to start the season fast. You want to be gelling on offense and on defense. I think that's the challenge early here.
Absolutely. Figuring out who you are. Obviously some talented pieces, well thought of in the top 25, but a lot of season to go out and prove it. Day one, game one. Make that first impression.
This defense has a lot of speed, especially in the secondary. You saw that speed. That defender got to that receiver so quick, and because of the hit, incomplete pass.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. To To the air, it's Mayava. Unloads to the wideout. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. First grab of the season for this highly talented freshman. They believe he's just going to get better each and every snap.
Well, after getting that takeaway, this offense is needing some points, and that's a big completion there on third down. Good job reading the coverage. The offense is going to stay on the field. They want to keep this momentum going, and that last completion, that was big.
The run inside. It's Jordan. Got it into the red zone, dragged down at the 18-yard line. After the 9-yard pickup on first down, here's 2nd and 1. He's got it on the right. That completion will take them inside the 10 to the 9-yard line.
Love the decision-making by the quarterback there on the RPO play. Defense took everything away deep down the field, so just check it down, get it to your guy in the right flat, and let him go get yards.
This offense trying to quieten the crowd on 1st and goal, and they are not cooperating. They'll try to get it in with the run. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches.
And I'm good with it. I like what the offense is doing. Be physical. I don't need to get pass happy down here on 1st and goal. Nice job believing in my running game, and maybe I stick to it for another play or two.
They've got it down to the 3. Now it's 2nd and goal. Zings it complete to the right. Touchdown, Southern Cal! A great catch and run for 6. They strike first, and that opening drive of the season could not have gone better.
Love the thought process by the quarterback here on this play. Nobody open in the end zone. Find your check down. Find the running back. He does that, and once this guy's got the ball in his hands, he shows you that elusiveness and his ability to sniff out the end zone.
He'll bring it out. It's Clark. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he's stopped. The Huskies offense out there and ready to go. Last drive ended with a pick. Vitally important to take care of the football this time. Here's Williams to throw. Just a short pass to the tight end. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs.
And after that long completion for the first down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to go tempo right now.
Just a quick rhythm throw there and really good use of the tight end.
Yeah, good use of the big fella. I mean, go through your progressions real quick. You can't find anything. Get the easy gain. Don't take a shot down the field all the time. Take those shots later, but take those easy, wide-open opportunities to get some positive chunks.
And on defense, you make the tackle after the catch for a first down. Now you got to go get lined up again because the offense is going fast.
Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Quarterback making adjustments. Calls his own number. And he'll be brought down.
Well, they try to go quarterback design run on that play, but the defense just not buying it. Nice job, everybody playing downhill and making a tackle close to the line of scrimmage.
They'll come to the line at the 42, facing a 3rd and long. Got it, looking for the first down. They convert on 3rd down as he gets it to the 46-yard line.
And it's on 3rd downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
Got 3 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 7. They think they can impose their will here with the run to the right. And again finds nowhere to run. Maybe got it back to the line of scrimmage this time.
Linebackers in today's football, obviously, guys have gotten smaller. They got to play in space more, cover fast guys out on the perimeter. But how about this linebacker coming downhill and making a physical tackle in the hole?
It'll be 3rd and long. Williams, pocket breaking down, and the misconnection on 3rd down. Boy, if they don't convert this 4th down, there will be questions to be answered. Making side adjustments here. 4th down, Williams. It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. They spun that wheel of fortune on 4th down and come up bankrupt.
That is just a play you have got to be able to come up with. They don't get bigger than that. 4th down, you've got to make the catch. Whether it's a perfect throw or whether it's off of your body, you're good enough and you're athletic enough to haul that play, and you've got to make the play for your quarterback and your offense to keep that drive alive, and he's not able to come up with it.
They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. That's the end of the period, and USC has the lead. Let's take a peek at the numbers so far. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game as we open the 2nd quarter. Rides to the back. And he's able to shed 1 tackle and gets a pretty good pickup.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting what was blocked, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good on the next down.
Can you even imagine trying to operate in the midst of this purple rain on 3rd down? To the air, it's Mayava. Can't find a man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40.
This defense has the ability to get pressure on the QB from the edge. And I don't necessarily mean from defensive ends, but from the outside linebackers. These guys get in their sprinter stances, and they come off the ball. That outside linebacker showed you his speed right there.
Catches it at the 15. He'll get it out to about the 20-yard line, and that's where they'll mark him down. Here comes the Washington offense to start this possession. They got it back after that last drive stalled out, and they were stopped on 4th down, David.
Yeah, and they put a little bit of a drive together, but, Jesse, they stalled on the other side of the field, and they got to find a way to keep that momentum going as they get closer to the end zone.
I agree. I do like their mindset, though, and I think they need to continue being aggressive moving forward in this game.
After that last incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from their own 20. Throwing, Williams. Snagged in the middle. It's Washington. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34. Washington wants to go quickly.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. Just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now and get ready for another one.
Looking down the middle. That one never had a chance. Incomplete.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on 1st down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Might be changing the route. It's Williams again. Got his man on the right. Could not make his way to the corner.
And that's exactly why this linebacker has to stay on the field every single down, because he's so good in space. He's good against jet sweeps. He's good against bubble screens. And he can race outside and get receivers down on the ground quickly.
Lined up in the gun. Williams on 3rd down. Extending the play. Got his man to the left. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
Well, if you're on defense, I mean, that's the way you want to get this quarterback running. He's right-handed, so get him to go to his left where you expect the accuracy to come way down. If they continue to do that, that's going to work in the defense's favor.
Trying to set up the screen. There he goes. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. So it's now 1st and 20 after that holding call. Here's a give to Washington. And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Williams fires to the wideout. Just a Barishnikov-like move on the sideline to tap that toe and get the 1st down.
QBs like this are so hard to defend. They know what you're doing, and they're getting the ball out fast. They knew they had the corner route. Take advantage. Hit it right now.
Finally, this offense starting to shake the cobwebs and get things moving. It's 1st and 10. Give to the back. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Well, with the ISO play, you'd think they'd get a good running start to get that block, but boy, I tell you what, they took care of business there, the defense did.
Took care of business. You see the pulling guard come around, and the defense is not fooled, attacking downhill. Nobody's getting knocked off the football, and the defense is not allowing them to run the football right up the gut on them.
Here's Williams to throw. Gliding to the right, still trying to make a play. Nothing to do with the football, and he just throws it away. It'll be 3rd down. trying to pick up a first down. Williams looking for a man. Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on first down.
And that's just inexcusable if you're on defense there, man. 3rd and long, you've worked so hard to get to that point, right? To put yourself in position to come off the field, and you're going to allow a check down throw to the running back to go pick up that first, and that's going to drive this defensive coordinator crazy.
Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Williams. Smashes him with, look at that toughness, just running through everybody.
Man, it's nice to throw it to a guy that just competes, refuses to go down, breaks tackles, makes plays, and that's what he has with this receiver. Just a great job being physical. Some guys you've seen at the receiver position, they're willing to go down. They don't want to be touched. Not this guy. Showed some toughness, and now 1st and goal for this offense.
On the direct snap, it's Washington. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Husky.
Nice job putting the drive together. Nice job punctuating the end of the first half. There's still some time left, Palmer, but they can tie this thing up right now.
Yeah, and this is a staff that has so much confidence in their offense. I like staying aggressive right here, going for 2, taking the lead into halftime, and putting a ton of pressure on the opponent.
And they did tack on the extra point, by the way, knocked it right down the middle. Precise, relentless execution on that 13-play scoring drive. And they finished it off with the score from the 4. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Starts from their own 25-yard line. Dropping back, it's Mayava. Takes it on the shovel. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. Quick tempo, no huddle offense. 2nd down, clock's running. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Got a man. It's Jordan. He's out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for the first down.
He's out of bounds at the 37. And first down for the offense.
New set of downs after the completion. Looking downfield on first down. Somehow fits it into a host of defenders. The Trojans use their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half.
And you don't see that often where you're running a screen and you're featuring the running back and setting it up, but you go elsewhere. It's a nice job by the offense, nice job by the quarterback in particular, seeing the defense, saying, I can make a play somewhere else, and he goes and does it.
Wants to throw on first down. Caught in the backfield, it's Jordan. They'll run him out of bounds, but look what's on the ground. Penalty marker. You can grab, but you can't hold on. A defensive holding penalty will give this offense a first down. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Quick completion to the right. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Back to pass, it's Mayava. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Finds a spot in the middle. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be first and goal. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. One more snap coming before halftime. He wants to throw it. It's complete to the right. Touchdown, USC! Gets it into the end zone. They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. So that was a 6-play, 75-yard drive. And they closed it going up top for the final few inches in the score. He'll start the return inside his 5. And now the hit knocks it loose. It's recovered by the kicking team, and they get the ball right back. Halftime as both teams head into the locker room. We're looking forward to a terrific second half, but before that, let's check in with Kevin Conner.
Gentlemen, so much excitement around a brand new season, and we're excited to get you caught up on everything here in Week 1. Let's get right to it with Liberty taking on the James Madison Dukes. And it's the Flames with a statement victory here in a surprising result. Going into this game, they did not look like the bit.
He's got an alley. Can they catch him? They won't get him. It's a touchdown.
You can't start the second half any better than that. You're trying to come out of the locker room. You're trying to create some momentum. Taking the first kick of the third quarter back for a touchdown, that is exactly what this head coach was looking for from his players.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point puts them on top 21-7. What a return that one was. 95 yards. He took it back for 6. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
Washington right back to the line. On third down, here's Washington. Breaks into the open. Bust through behind his pad. Into the house. Touchdown, Huskies.
And you got to love the mindset that this squad just came out with in the second half. Clearly could not run the football the way they wanted to in the first half. Second half, came out with energy, with passion, got the running game going, and then no surprise, they go down the field, they double up their rushing yards, Palmer, and they punch it in the end zone.
You give the guys up front a ton of credit, too, because they were missing some assignments, getting pushed around a little bit here in the first half, which is why they weren't able to have success running the football. And they had a little bit of a come to Jesus, it seems, at halftime. They've come out now playing a little bit angry and finally able to get some movement up front. That made all the difference here on this drive with their ability to run it.
Here comes the USC offense to get this drive underway. So after watching their defense immediately give up a touchdown drive here in the third quarter, they'll try to answer here. The ball is out behind the line. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
When you run the option, you run the risk of putting the ball on the deck, and especially once that thing starts to string out and the defense does a really good job playing assignment football, man on a man. I got the quarterback taken care of, and you could tell. Had the running back taken care of, too. Nowhere to go with that pitch, and they forced the turnover.
Okay, so here comes the offense returning to the field. They'll run it to the right side. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
You want to end the play quickly, get in the backfield that fast, get to the guy, and get him on the ground. Nice job penetrating right from the snap, getting off the ball so quick, penetrating the backfield and making something happen.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Movement from the linebackers trying to mess with the offensive line's assignments. Right on the money. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. Now down to the 12-yard line. It's first down. Throwing, Williams. It's complete. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. Going to work on second down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Washington.
It's just so nice to have a signal guard who can make plays through the air and make plays with his feet like this. Runs in for the touchdown. The defense knows I have to account for him every play. That's my quarterback.
Setting up for the extra point and the tie. And after that extra point, we have a tie ball game in the third quarter. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And the capper on that drive, the 10-yard touchdown run. And he takes this from inside the 5. And the returner will be brought down. Here comes the Trojan offense ready to go on the attack. As it turns out, the fumble on that last drive set up the touchdown, David.
And there's no bigger stat in football than turnovers. You turn the football over, they turn it into points. Jesse, that is not a recipe for success.
Good news, though, they get another chance, right? They can make amends with this drive right here. That's all that's important. You've got to execute, and you've got to lock in.
And the Trojans with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Right back to it. Out, maybe a crease. He rumbles all the way down to the 2-yard line. He gave him a little bit of everything on that one.
Keep it simple, stupid. The dive play. That's been in the football playbook since the beginning of time, and they just gashed him right up the middle of their defense.
They go to the Wildcat here, looking to take advantage of that extra blocker. On the direct snap, it's Miller. Nothing doing, and he was lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage at 2nd and goal.
Well, this is a defense that we know takes tons of pride stopping the run. That's where it all starts and ends with them, and you saw a great effort on that last play.
Motion from the back. Looking downfield, it's Mayava. A little release to the back. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
Nice job by the defense, forcing the 3rd and goal. You can't allow any run after catch in these situations. Play aggressive, play tight, and play physical.
A 3rd and goal, and this defense feeling energy from the crowd. Looking to throw. Touchdown, Trojans. That one will give them the lead. This dude is just slicing and dicing this defense into little tiny pieces.
Carving him up, completely comfortable, knows exactly what he's getting, had so much success today. You got to find a way to make these quarterbacks feel more uncomfortable.
And the extra point makes it a 28-21 score. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. They're down by a touchdown, but hoping to dial up some plays and pull even in what's turning out to be a really good football game. Williams throws to the wideout, working that left side. He stopped just a chain link or two away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Washington. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down. And the Huskies come to the line in the hurry up.
They run it, they get the first down, and look at the offense. Right back on the football, ready to crank this tempo up.
Caught in the backfield, it's Moss. Gain of 8 yards on the play. He's too short of the first down. An 8-yard pickup on the first down completion, now 2nd and 2. Williams will pass. And the defense gets home. Yippee-ki-yay at the 35. The defense coming up big there, and the sack is great, but the secondary deserves some credit too.
No doubt. When you can cover like that in the secondary and drop back in your zone and only rush a few, and you feel comfortable getting home, and they're going to get to the quarterback, that is a
picked off. What a play to set him up. Taking it the other way. Touchdown, Trojans! And they turn it into a defensive score. What a play by this defense with a pick six.
And how about the defender? Exactly what you're supposed to do. Breaks on the football, makes the interception. Everybody on defense, we turn to offense. Go lay some blocks so my guy can get it and take it back to the house.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. Fielded in the end zone, it's Clark. They drag him down at the 22. He gambled for the big return out of the end zone and came up a little short. They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. Wants to adjust the pattern. Here's Williams to throw. Takes a hit as he fires. Got him in the open. And he's down at the 41. That's a first down. big chunk play to start this drive. Now they'll really try to take it to this defense. They'll move the wide receiver. Play action with Williams. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34.
And a big defensive tackle getting off the rock. Nice job seeing play action, understand his pass, beats the guard, gets to the quarterback, and gets the QB on the ground.
The Huskies trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Williams looking for a man. Firing to the right, complete. They get him down, and that'll be the final play of the third period. As we head to the quarter break, it is USC holding the lead. And they've built a comfortable lead after 3 quarters of play. Let's take a look at how we've gotten here. Just about ready to go in the fourth, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered. So we open the final period with a third down play. Williams. They've got the screen set up. He's got first down yardage across the 50. They'll mark it at the 49. And the Huskies in the hurry up.
And even though they're trailing here in the fourth quarter, they've got a quarterback that can...
Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. And it falls in complete. But it could have been much, much worse as the defender was right there.
One of the biggest reasons today why this offense is losing in the game is they haven't been able to get it going throwing the football. This guy still has not thrown a touchdown pass. They thought coming into this game they were going to have tons of success throwing it. But you got to give the defense credit. They watched the film. They've been mixing up their looks defensively, trying to confuse this quarterback. And again, on that last deep shot, it falls incomplete.
And I think that's what you want to see from this offense down the stretch. Like, can you physically dominate the game? You've got the lead. Now run the football, eat clock, continue to feed your dude.
Just a little too eager there, and they'll back up 5, and it's 1st and 15. Using his legs, it's Clark. Here's a little room there. Picks up the first down. Touchdown, Washington. This crowd absolutely loving it as he rolled into the end zone. The Huskies back on top. Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. They march 78 yards down the field. And what a way to put a stamp on that one with a 41-yard run to the house. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. That last score the defense allowed made it a one-possession game, and there is plenty of pressure to have a productive drive here. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead, and the offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
Washington stops the clock and uses its first timeout. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. Trying to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. To the air, it's Mayava. Throws it deep. Makes the grab on the left side. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down.
This is a shootout. Both offenses up and down the field. They're generating explosive plays. It feels like Which team has the ball last may win, but give the quarterback a lot of credit that time because, again, he saw...
First down here as we dive into the college football season, a Week 1 clash that has been worth every minute of it so far. What a tackle in the backfield. He'll lose 6 on the play.
And that's a great job by the defense, understanding exactly the situation, understanding to stay home, play sound. No matter who gets the football, we're going to run to the football hard. We're going to cage the football, be disciplined. Nice job by the defense.
They'll line up for a second down play. A run for the quarterback. And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down.
You know, this offensive line, they just got to hold their blocks a little bit longer. This offense likes to run their quarterback on design plays. If you can just give him a little crease, he can take it the distance, but they couldn't get it done there.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Makes the grab. That'll be enough for the first down as they mark it down at the 31-yard line.
Well, this defense has given up some big plays in this game so far, but they've got a lot of talent on that side of the football. Someone has to step up here, make a play, get a stop, and put their team in a position to win.
The Trojans have their offense in high gear. Running inside, it's Jordan. Got enough for the first. He's up to 107 yards rushing, and he goes over the century mark in this season opener.
That's got to be demoralizing if you're the defense. You're trailing. You need to get the ball back. You got to get off the field, but you can't stop the run when they're going between the tackles. This defense is going to have to get a lot more physical, especially in the middle.
And the Trojans kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. They'll run it to keep the clock moving. Makes a stop in the backfield. He'll lose 4.
And after that negative play on offense with the lead late in the game, I think there's still ways that you can be creative and run the football, but not be so obvious. So zone read type plays, fake dives and pitches to the running back to get him outside, jet sweeps. You can find other ways to keep the clock moving, even though the defense knows you're going to run it.
The run inside. It's Jordan. Nowhere to go. Same song, second verse, as this defense is ready for this guy. So they'll use a timeout here. 1 more remaining, and of course the 2-minute stoppage coming up as well. Third down play in the red zone, and this crowd is at fever pitch. Looking downfield, it's Mayava. Quickly complete. Got some room, entered to the goal line. Touchdown, Southern Cal. Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board. His 3rd touchdown of this game and his 3rd on the season.
I like the aggressive play calling by the offensive coordinator on that drive as well. There are a lot of coaches that would have played it very conservative, very close to the vest, run the ball, and punt it away. Count on your defense, not this guy. He was going to take some shots, count on his own guys to get it done. And now with that touchdown late, they've got a 2-possession lead.
And he did make that extra point, no issue with the treacherous footing. On the run from inside his own 5. He'll be brought down at the 22-yard line. Good coverage on that one. His return is stopped short of the 25. The Huskies offense out there and ready to go. They had to stand by and watch that scoring march, and now it's up to them to find a way. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. And they can't make the connection, going for a big play on first down.
And I love the IQ by the defense on that play. Like, understand situational football. They're down by a couple scores. The clock is ticking. They need to make big plays. Nice job playing the deep ball and not giving up anything big.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Throwing, Williams. Lets it fly. Finds space on the right. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down.
And sometimes when you hand it to these guys, man, it's hard to find lanes. It's very congested in the box. But nice job when you spread it out and you give him space by throwing him the football. Sometimes he can use that blazing speed and make bigger plays. I look for them to continue to find ways to get that fast dude in space.
Got to give this defense a lot of credit because even down to the last seconds of this football game, we're seeing outstanding effort. QB taking a shot down the middle of the field. There's a defender swatting it away. They have had this quarterback's number all game long, and that's why they're winning this game.
Williams will pass. Makes the grab. It's Moss. And the defense finally able to corral him at the 45. That will move the chain.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize. So you go get on the ball and get ready to run some no-huddle.
They thought they had that screen set up, but there was a giant hole in the screen, and they went backwards.
Defense obviously did a good job watching tape, Reese. They know this is an offense that's going to try and take advantage of their pass rush upfield and try to sneak some screens in, but nobody on defense for that time.
And this offense has another opportunity to put a scoring drive together. They've done a really good job, man. Their defense, it's been okay. Like, giving up a lot of points. Now they're in a situation where can you be clutch? Can you come up big in a 2-minute situation when you really need to?
Williams to the air again. And they can't make the play on 3rd down.
I think the frustrating thing for this offense at this point is they've had a lot of success, and still they find themselves down on the scoreboard. And so I think if you're going to get back in this game.
And guys, hold that thought just a second, because here comes the 4th down play. If they don't get it here, this one is probably over. Williams to throw for it on 4th. It's incomplete, and they desperately needed to keep that drive going, and they couldn't make the connection. Now Washington uses this 3rd timeout, and they can't stop the clock again. And now they are powerless to stop the clock with a timeout. Good field position to start this drive at their own 47. They'll keep it on the ground. They want this clock to move.
And that's exactly what I want from my offense. Like, listen, they're out of timeouts. I want this clock to tick. Now, we have seen some college coaches across college football continue to run the football. And
he lobs one high down the left side. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on 2nd down. They're staring at 3rd.
And it's been fun to watch this QB execute today because he's shown you a little bit of everything. He's shown you the fastball. He's shown you the changeup, the ability to throw to all parts of the field. And he's still taking shots. Even after having 4 touchdowns, you can tell they feel confident in him. He's confident, and he's still throwing the football down the field.
The Trojans will send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. punt is on its way. Just needs a crack to get a return. They bring him down. Strong effort by the coverage team, and that's how they'll put a period on this one. I know both of these teams were ranked, guys, but it really seemed as if they weren't on the same level in this game.
I think that was a pretty good statement game for these guys. I mean, you're ranked higher, you're more talented. A lot of people point to this game, possible upset, two really good teams. Jesse, they made it clear. There's only one really good team. It was them. They were the favorite, and they just made a point of it.
You're right. Not all ranked teams are created equal. One of these teams is a college football playoff contender. The other simply is not. And that demonstrated itself today. The higher ranked team is a team with national